Assalamu alaikum and welcome to a new video in the Thuluth script. In today's video we are going to talk about the letter Ha. We're going to take the two shapes of this letter. The first one would be when the Ha is singular, and this is the same shape we use for the lam alif. So for this shape we're going to first start with a general 5 points just to get an idea, a rough idea about how big this letter is. Now for this letter we start with the hilya from the left here. Going to go up to the left and just like as if it was a dot. Then when we come back for the first move, we break from here, go down to the right, and then like this. So we need to end this typically 1 point higher. So we're going to go down to the right, and we're going to stop here. We're going to stop with this shape being vertical, as we can see here. Now up here your hilya would look this triangle, and this one dot will basically mean the distance between the first move and the last move is 1 dot. We did the first move. The second move we will have 1 point inside the Ha, and we're going to start from here, and this would be, as we can see here, half a point. And what will happen is that we're going to go down, touch, then rotate and come back immediately. So it is a sharp rotation, as we can see. So this is 1, 2, going down and rotate. 3 would be going back up, just like this. Now we can see here that this is more outside than this. It is extrude. I can't say the word, but you get it. It's more outside. The same thing on the right, and this is higher than this. And right here we've got half a point. So again, you do the hilya, then you break out with a nice curvature to the right, then you stop down here, then you would go to the left down, rotate and come back with this angle. Notes to keep are the half a point here, the 1 point inside. If this was a lam alif, this would be coming from higher angle and this would be going longer. But overall this is what the hat looks like. The last move, this move up here, so you've got your connection down here, you rotate the pen, and from here this move is kind of done with this thickness. You don't do a full thick part like this. No, you hold the pen with this angle, which is different than the angle you started with, obviously, and this will allow you to get this nice thin line, and at the end you will have this sort of shape. Because in a way, if you looked at this, you will find that this is pointing this way and this one is pointing the other way. It is curved the other way around. I hope the hat is clear. One more time, just to make it clear. You've got the hilya, then you're breaking down with a nice curvature to the right, this one. Then you stop down here. You break to the left down, rotate the pen, and finally go back with this nice smooth move. This is a Ha. If it was a ta marbota, you would just put 2 points up here. So now let's move on to the hat at the beginning of a word. And those are the two shapes we're going to talk about today, because you need to practice them before moving on to the next ones. We're going to start again with a hilya, just like this. And for this one, what will happen is that we've got a drop of 1 point and a 2 point of width. So this shape will go down to here, as you can see. So you're going to start from here, extrude it, then go down to the right, just like this. Stop down here. You would stop with this angle. So over here you've got this shape. This is the first move. It's similar to the dal, but the dal is really long, way longer than this one. The second move would be going back with a curvature, just like this. So you stopped here. This move is actually going upward, not downward. So you've got this move, stop here, this one goes back, and it keeps going up, and it will extrude a point or half a point from the top part. And over here you're going to do a fat shape up here, then you would come back. So let's do it again. 1, 2, which is going back down, 3, going back up, 4. So a few notes, let's stop here. You've done your first move down there. Keep an eye on this shape and generate something similar to it down here. So you have to curve down, then up. Alright, it is important to keep an eye on this move. So you keep going up, alright, you will be higher than this obviously, and you would keep going until you hit the 1 point after this move. Perfect, you reach to this point. Now you're going to go back with a thin line, and again you would change the the angle of the pen. So for example, here it's quite vertical, and over here it will be slightly to the left, and once you reach here, if I kept the same thickness of the pen, it will extrude over here. So what happens is that I would simply go up and use the lower side of the pen to do this shape. This way you will not go outside the first move up here, basically. So you reach up to here, you lift the pen, right? Now you've got your shape inside, and you would extrude it down to here. You see this angle? Then you would go back down like this. Few notes, the area over here, which is 1 point of width, is similar to this area. So this one, it would have to go down to here. Alright? This is something important to keep in mind, that the negative space in both shapes is similar. The second thing would be related to this move that we did here. So in some calligraphers do different, like each calligrapher does something different than the other. So you've got one that goes up and comes back with the same, with a horizontal shape, just like this. Others do a slight I hope this is clear what we are talking about. We are talking about the transition point. You see, this one is on an angle, this one is straight. And some do it really sort of, yeah, you would have something that is shallow or smooth, and you will have something that is exaggerated to show that this letter is just way too pointy to the right. We're doing this one, the one in the middle. So again, you've got your hilya, down for the 2 points, don't forget to rotate and back up, extrude outside, go up with a thin line, hold your pin higher, go back and exit from here. And again, you could scale the stuff, 2 points, and this one looks nice and neat, point, point. This could use some width, but yeah, this is the hat by itself, as we saw up there, or by itself and connected. If this was connected to something, you would just, for example, home. We could use this meme. So yeah, you just continue it with something before it. I hope this was a good lesson. Like, share and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. And yeah, apologies for the inconsistent lesson upload on the channel. Sometimes I get really busy, so forgive me on that thing. Oh, by the way, this thing over here, you would continue your hilya as a triangle, and you would fix it. And this is something we could discuss later once we finish the whole script. So this is the hat. We've got maybe a couple of more hat lessons. Kaf, ha, mim, nun, ha, wow. I think we did the wow previously with other scripts. Yeah, we need to do the lam alif, and we're gonna, yeah, we might need 5 or 6 more lessons for this script. With regards to examples, you could find words, for example, haya, which means life. So for haya, you could start with a ha. Yeah, an alif. And you could write the tamar border, which is the same thing as a hat. And the dots could be next to each other or on top of each other. This could use some fixing, but yeah. Haya, and for the ha, you could just connect it to whatever letter you think. We had hum. You could connect it to hel, or hiyam, which means love in a certain one of the love levels, let's say. Yeah, alif. And the meme you could choose from the memes we saw before. Kind of think, which meme should I use? Alright, I guess this one. Oh boy. Yep. going to look into the harakats in the future. This is just a quick scribble. So yeah, choose letters, write them together and practice the ha. That's for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share and subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about the Arabic calligraphy and practice the lessons. This is Ammar Al-Audi. See you in the next video and have a lovely day, evening or night. Goodbye.